Well, the on again, off again. Mask mandates are on again when it comes to public transit here in New York State. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Scott Levitt.
And I'm Kelly Dudzik. Governor Kathy Hochul says despite a recent federal court ruling, New York will still impose its own mask mandate on all forms of public transit and in certain other settings. Join Your Side's Dave McKinley shares what the governor had to say about it earlier today.
Monday, there was a legal ruling at the federal level
where a federal judge found the CDC exceeded its authority and failed to follow proper procedures in issuing its mask mandate for planes, airports, and public transit systems.
but it was overturned in court for procedural reasons.
I don't think it's 100% accurate to say it was just procedural.
But Albany-based attorney Greg Rinke says despite the governor's mischaracterization of the ruling, he believes the state does have the authority to continue mask mandates on its own in certain places without fear of being in contempt of a federal court ruling.
That ruling only applies to federal entities, does not automatically apply to state entities.
But that's why airports, where Hochul says masks must continue to be worn as well, are a bit trickier. Previously, even if a state didn't have a mask mandate, passengers at airports within them still had to wear masks due to federal rules that states were powerless to change. But now we have a state essentially saying it does have the power over those federally regulated facilities.
So in my opinion, I don't believe that the governor's mandate to mask up in New York airports is going to hold.
Meanwhile, the NFTA, after telling its bus, light rail, and airport customers that they could lose the mask yesterday, found itself one day later having to throw things in reverse.
Because I think it's very confusing to the public, to the traveling public, and to our riders. And to that, I really do apologize on behalf of the NFTA.
If somebody gets up on a bus without a mask now, that didn't have to wear one yesterday, but they have to wear one now, are you going to throw them off the bus?
Absolutely not.
Hochul insists that as long as there are COVID variants, it makes sense to have a mask mandate in certain congregate settings. She put it this way.
Let's just be smart about it.
If you were to go to court before a judge and have an argument based on what's smart, how well do you think you'd do?
Probably not very well. You know, a lot of times it's going to come down to what is the law? What does the precedent say, right? It's not always what is smart.
Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.